Hi, I'm Dave, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to make an API function using the JavaScript framework that we downloaded. So the JavaScript framework we downloaded uses this thing called Express, which lets us turn our Node application into a server. And one of the things you can do with that server, besides having it just be a website, is also be an API. An API stands for Application Programming Interface, and you'll see. What we're going to do is we're going to make an API function which adds two numbers. So we already have one API function as an example that was included in the software package we downloaded, and I'll show you that right now. Let's start going to the terminal here. Node app.js. It's running. We can go to our website using the usual method of going to localhost. We're there now. Move this over. So the API function that was included is this /API/name. Let's go to that and try that out. So it's localhost 3000 /API/name. And there we go. The name comes back as Dave. And the way that works is in our app.js file, our main file, Express lets us define a route. And one of those routes is API/name. And it points to a function in this API file right here. Here's exports.name equals function, and it returns this name data with the Dave in it. So we're going to make a new function for adding two numbers and returning the result. And the way we're going to do this is we want something that's like API/add two numbers /3/4. And when we write the function, it'll take two inputs. It'll be /first number /second number. And if there's any more slashes, it'll get ignored. So let's make that today. So let's get started here. Let's go back to the website for now. Let's sit there. Let's go to the app.js folder or file, and let's add a new route for our new function. Let's say app.get quote /API/add two numbers and now the way variables work in Express is you put colon the first variable, which we'll call the first number /colon the second number, and that is the structure of our function. And also in this app.get route, we have to define the name of the function that this points to. So in this case, we'll call it add two numbers. So we'll call it API.add two numbers. And let's actually make this function now. And let's go back to API.js. Let's add exports.add two numbers equals function request result. Open the function up, and within the function we're going to say result.json or res.json, since that's what we're using here. We're going to return a JSON object. And in that object is going to be the result. So I'll say result colon, let's just say 2 for now. I wish I could put a number 2 there. Let's see what happens when I run this. Let's try let's restart the terminal first. Go to app.js, go to the site, /API/add two numbers /3/4, enter. The result is 2 because I hard coded that. I didn't actually add the 3 and the 4. So now let's write the meat of our function. Let's actually do the adding. So the way this works is we can do var first num equals request dot params dot first. Actually, what did we call it here? We called it the first number. So we copy what we call it here, we copy that into our actual function where we do request.params and then the name of that parameter. So var second num equals request.params the second number. Okay, and we'll say var answer equals first num plus second num. That's our answer, and in our result the JSON, the data we're sending back, let's say result colon answer. Enter. And that should be it. Let's give it a shot here. See, node app.js. Let's try this one more time. Let's refresh the page, see if this works. Oh, see what happened here was it took the 3 and the 4 and it concatenated them. It thought they were strings instead of numbers. So what we're gonna have to do is figure out how to cast a string to a number in order to add them. How do we do that? Well, I don't know. I'm gonna look it up right now. This is how I do a lot of development. I look it up on the fly. JavaScript cast string to integer. Let's try this. Parse float would be the one. Okay, let's try this out. Let's try parse float. Let's go here. Let's try this again. We parse the number before we add it, so it treats it as a number instead of a string. Let's try this one more time. There we go. Result is 7. And that's how you make an API function in Express on a Node server. Thanks.